Oh yeah, now you can hear me. Hello, testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me now, Fez? Hello, 1 2 3. Hello. Can you hear me now? One. I can hear you. Hello. Can you guys hear me in the comments? Just let me know if you can hear me, and then I will start. Fez, I can hear you.
You can hear me. I can't hear you through my headphone. I'm just trying to. Um, I don't know.
Okay,
Kuch.
no worries, no worries. So I will start.
Let's
Australia
see.
have won the
Hopefully, aa
series. They've
jayega in
Austra-
soon.
Australia have won the one day series by beating India in Chennai. Who would have thought? I mean, honestly, even after the last game, I felt that India would have won this series. I saw, the first innings. I felt that India would still win this series. I saw the second innings. I thought India will win the series, but towards the end, they just capitulated. Adam Zampa, brilliant bowling. Ashton Agar as well, man. What a spell from him. We can hear both of you. Chirag Bhai is saying we can hear both of you, but I think Faiz can't hear us.
Now I can hear you loud and clear. And yeah, Mustafa bhai, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I missed 3 minutes
No,
of
no,
it.
no. I was saying that Australia have won the series by 21 runs. मेरे को भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा कैसा जीत गए because I thought even after the last game that India would have come back and put on a good performance and they started off well today. I mean, Australia had a good opening stand again. Mitchell Marsh contributing with the bat, scoring 40 odd with the help of Travis Head. But then the Hardik Pandya spell got India back into the game, and it looked like it was going to be India's game again. First contributions from Australia's lower order. How crucial was that? We can talk about Alex Carey, we can talk about Sean Abbott, but also Adam Zampa, 10 runs, Mitchell Stark, 10 runs. That partnership of 20 and Australia win by 21 runs. That's also very crucial. Overall, I think let's just talk about Australia first. I think Australia the way this tour started for them, it was a very difficult tour. Mushkil tha, they were losing games, people were leaving the team, there was injuries going on, but now they ended the tour on a high. I still felt that India would win this game, but it wasn't to be. You have to give credit to Steve Smith. Today he only had 5 bowlers to deal with. He didn't have Cameron Green, right? So I think the way he rotated his bowlers was incredible. Field placements was good as well, and they never gave up. Australia always gave India a tough fight. You thought 270 would be chaseable on this wicket, but Australia never gave up, man, towards the end. And I was kind of shocked. I was excited. I wanted the game to go till the wire. I was excited when India was losing wickets, but I thought India will win eventually. But वो वैसा हुआ नहीं.
Yeah, I mean definitely contribution वाले अगर अपन बोल रहे हैं वो एंड का contribution too much था. I know again फिर लोग आके ये बोलेंगे कि टेल वाइप नहीं करे, टेल वाइप करे, बट भाई ये जो टेल है ना, ये एनाकोंडा एनाकोंडा का टेल है. एनाकोंडा को आप शुरू से जब देखते हैं तो इतना बड़ा रहता है एनाकोंडा कि आपको समझ में नहीं आता कि उसकी टेल कहाँ है. These guys have so much depth in their batting that it's not even a joke. Like, I'm not even making like a dumb assessment here. I'm just saying that bhai, genuinely they're all batsmen. If you take Agar, he's a good batsman. He has 300s in first class cricket. That's what Ravi Shastri, the guy, would keep saying he has 300, and Sean Abbott has 100 as well. I think Stoinis was there. But the last, I think 247 जब था, and we had like what 44 overs bowled. उसके बाद I think वो tail तो भी आप साफ कर सकते थे. वहां पे 22 runs आप दे दिए with an over short. So you could still say that you saved 10-15 runs, maybe whatever. 10 runs चलो sneak quick लग के 4 चले गया. Considering 2-3 runs आप ले 7 runs तो आप बचा लिए होंगे. अब India, I think, yeah, that they got too tired because they bowled extremely slow. It was hot in the morning. I think वो एक थक गए थे दो लोग. But that is not an excuse that you can make. Um, and it just goes to show like India right now are not ready for the World Cup kind of a scenario. Maybe I think our team is still, having a lot of flaws in it, a lot of problems in it. And they're still in that situation. Ke, bhai, we need a standout batsman. We need Virat Kohli. We need like someone else to just come win us the game, and that's it. Hardik Pandya again. I know Mustafa has always been quoting this that he should have ideally for me he should have won us the game. Him and Jadeja should have won us the game, taken it to the wire, but that did not happen. Poor selection of whatever he tried to do, and Smith caught him right. So I think फेयर है कि भाई अब हार्दिक पांड्या पे आप क्रिटिसाइज कर सकते हैं, दो उन्हें बॉलिंग से भी करा भाई, उसका जॉब ऑलराउंडर है, ही हैज टू फिनिश इट. ही इज आल्सो द वाइस कैप्टन ऑफ इंडिया. यू कैन नॉट लेट हिम स्लाइड अंडर द थिंग कि भाई नहीं उन्होंने बॉलिंग में डाले भैया, नहीं, आप फिनिशर रोल पे आते हैं, फिनिशर रोल करना. सूर्या कुमार के पास तो जाना भी नहीं चाह रहा हूँ मैं, बिकॉज देयर इज नो पॉइंट ऑफ गोइंग देयर. वहाँ खाली अंडे दिखेंगे आपको. 3 golden ducks in the same manner he got out throughout the series. And this time I think it was more worse than the first two times. I think ये जो dismissal था उसका, it was worse than the first two ones. And like genuinely, if he has a problem psychologically, I don't know what it is. Mustafa was telling me कि he has a lot of shots in him. उसका footwork ये है वो है. बैगन यार, सिंपल एक डिफेंसिव शॉट है, खाली बॉल को बैट लगाओ, दैट्स इट. आई मीन आई नो आई एम नो वन टू सिट हियर एंड से दैट, बट मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि बॉल को बैट लगाओ, खत्म. एक बॉल तो आप खेलो,
नहीं
बट
वही
नहीं.
तो है, like the fact that now he's under pressure, now they knows that his one day spot is in jeopardy. No matter what Rohit Sharma says in press conferences, उसको मालूम है Surya Kumar को that he is almost out of this World Cup scheme of things. It looks like it from now. And what I was trying to say about the footwork is that he looked indecisive, and that's because there is doubt creeping in his game. Normally, Surya's footwork is very very good. Like he know it's decisive. He understands कि भाई front foot पे खेलना है, back foot पे खेलना है. अगर आप उसका बॉल देखे, he was not sure front foot पे जाना या back foot पे जाना, and this is because of the doubt creeping in his mind because of the lack of form. That was what I was trying to tell you. Yes, like he didn't perform. Now his job is his position is on the line, if you want to say. And but overall, let's first start with the bowling. Look, Australia, I think they did well to get to 270. Although Hardik Pandya did pull things back with the ball. The wicket looked kind of too paced. He bowled some good cutters as well. He was getting some good pace. I felt Hardik Pandya's bowling was good. Akshar Patel was a bit disappointing, loose runs. Then towards the end, man, that Zampa Stark partnership, also Sean Abbott when he was batting, they leaked runs. I think they should have got Australia all out for 230. When you have them in that position, you got to be better in the death, and this is a problem with India in every single format. So this is a huge reason for the loss. But now let's come to the batting. Now let's talk about the batting. Rohit Sharma off to a brilliant start. Him and Shubman Gill capitalizing the power play, but why are they not taking it to another level? Why aren't they finishing? KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, they've got to a very good start. They put on a good partnership. They accelerated at the right time. There was no issue. The way Rohit Sharma started, there was no problem with the run rate. He made sure the run rate is in check. But you're losing wickets at regular intervals. Hardik Pandya, he gets to a good start. He is set at the wicket. He plays a stupid shot, tries to go for a 6 when single double ki zarurat thi. So every player needs to take responsibility, whether they scored runs or didn't score runs. For me, everyone is responsible, especially on okay theek hai, like I'm not covering for Surya Kumar. He scored what, like 2-3 ducks already. I'm not covering for him, but what about the batters who are scoring runs? Why aren't they finishing you the games? Why aren't they taking it to the total? आपको क्यों नहीं जिता रहे मैच? ये भी तो देखना चाहिए. So everyone has to take equal responsibility. मैं खाली एक पे पिन नहीं करूंगा आज. Everybody has to take responsibility, from KL Rahul to Virat Kohli to Surya Kumar. Everybody has to take responsibility. Hardik Pandya also. And in the end, it was just 1 run too far. And I couldn't believe it, man. I still can't believe India have lost the series. What is this? The first time since 2019 at home?
Yeah.
I cannot believe it, man. So, when you look at the batting, it was poor in the end. You got such a good start. And I will blame Rohit Sharma to a certain extent that he didn't continue his innings. But then every player also didn't take responsibility. And I don't understand why.
I mean, अभी responsibility की बात से ज़्यादा मुस्तफा, it is also like I mean कहाँ जाके why क्या बोल सकते, you have when it was KL Rahul and Virat Kohli, if you see the equation फिर भी अच्छा था, ठीक था, चलो ठीक है, कर लिए वैसा था, दोनों slow खेल रहे थे. I think Virat Kohli also played exactly like what we saw KL Rahul play in the first thing, and it was fine according to the situation. आप जो खेल रहे, you're chasing down a total, then you started accelerating a bit. But then you started throwing wickets, right? I mean, the wicket.
So that is responsibility, and the reason why I'm saying this, अगर आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया का बैटिंग ऑर्डर देख लो, आप बोले उन लोग एंड तक बैट करते, इंडिया भी की बैटिंग डेप्थ देख लो. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रहा था ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, ये लाइक ऑस्ट्रेलिया का ये था कि इवन द टेल वाज कमिंग कंट्रीब्यूटिंग। इंडिया का क्या था, मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा था बॉडी लैंग्वेज की, अरे मैं नहीं मारा तो हार्दिक लगता, हार्दिक ने तो जडेजा ने तो अक्सर ने तो ये, सो दे गॉट ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट विद देयर बैटिंग एंड दे फेल्ट की दैट लाइक इफ आई एम नॉट गोना गेट समबडी एल्स विल। माय पॉइंट इज दैट व्हेन यू आर सेट, you're talking about Virat Kohli and KL Rahul, they accelerated towards the end. The run rate was in check. There was no problem in run rate. There was no need for that shot. It was just that a sense of comfort that even if I get out, it's okay. But the problem is Hardik also got out like that. Jadeja also got out like that. Aksar also got out like that. Everyone got out like that when getting a start, and that is also not acceptable. We talk about Surya Kumar, we talk about people who KL Rahul, but also the players who are set. They need to also take it till the end. You
Exactly.
have to take responsibility.
100% I agree with that thing, but my only point is, see, it could have been from the four, mostly it could have been from the four who were set. चलो आउट हो गए, so वो आप बोल सकते कि भाई उन्हें आउट हो गया, नहीं आउट हो गया, बट विराट कोहली जमे हुआ था, केएल राहुल जमे हुआ था, हार्दिक पांड्या जमे हुआ था, जडेजा टू एन एक्सटेंड भी जमे हुआ था, बट आप लोग जाके अपना विकेट फेंक देंगे तो इट्स नॉट गोना वर्क लाइक दैट, लाइक आई मीन आप बोल दो बैटिंग डेप्थ है, ठीक है भाई, कुलदीप से बैटिंग नहीं है, कुलदीप कैन बैट, he can just tuk single double he can do. You can't expect him to play the big shots. Shami came in, he played one or two big, that's the maximum that he can do. These are only good in situations where you're either batting first or you have like a 16 of like 12, this kind of an equation, right? But you cannot give Shami 28 runs of like some odd balls and expect him to come and smash it. Means one in a million probably ho jayega wo, but this will not the case today, right? Aapki, and even in the Australian innings aap dekho, it's like a very weird graph. It started off okay, and then they started losing wickets. Labuschagne chale gaya, Warner chale gaya, sab chale gaya. उसके बाद एकदम से फिर Stoinis picked it up, right? And then Stoinis got out, but then it was the main crux was that Alex Carey all the way to the end. So these guys can bat. We know that they're fine batter, but when you come to India, it was always going to be depending on
No,
these four
but
people.
again,
Always going to depend on these four
look,
based on how the match was flowing. I'm just saying based on
no,
the match's flow.
but the thing is, bro, you Kuldeep, Shami, Siraj, you mentioned that's three players, okay? So I put Zampa in that list also. You let him score 10 runs, that you have to blame the bowling there. You have to finish it off, bro. You can't let him score. You can't let Abbott score 28, 29. I know that he can bat and everything, but you gotta be clinical with the ball as well. You have to be clinical. And what was the difference today? It was the death overs. Australia cleaned it up, and whereas India leaked runs when they were in a strong position. आप पूरी कमर तोड़ दिया बैटिंग की, पर आके 40-50 रन ऐसे चले गए भाई. What was the score, bro? 220 for what? From Australia's thing, I'll tell you right now, they were 203 for 7 first. 203 for 7. They ended up with 270. That's not acceptable. So पहली गलती वहां पे, दूसरी गलती जो आप लिस्ट करे, बैटर्स विकेट्स फेंक दे रहे like when they're set, that is also not correct. But like that's what I'm saying, that's the difference. Australia were very clinical with the ball. They took their chances. Field placement देखे, स्मिथ की उन्हें कैसा रखा सीधा बाउंड्री पे, very intelligent there as well. He blocked runs also. He put pressure on India. Like even when they were trying to score big runs, he stopped those boundaries with his field placement. So I think I will give Australia credit there. But from India's point of view, death bowling is an issue, and batting wise, man, like I don't know what to say. I'm really confused. I felt that this chase would have been very easy.
I think for me, the game changer, one of the game changers of the many that are there, is Akshar Patel's run out. I didn't understand what that run out was exactly.
Bro.
Akshar Patel agar rehta tha, it might have been a different story. Maybe not to that extent that I'm imagining it. But Akshar Patel को जब आप run out कर देंगे, जो सबसे set batsman है throughout the series, that is definitely going to think. But again, Hardik Pandya had his feet set. Jadeja bhi feet set, but like you cannot lose it from here. यार, ये unacceptable है पिंडा.
Yeah, no, 100%. वही तो बात है. Like also that run out you mentioned, you rightly pointed out. Like what is that, bro? You can't make mistakes like that, especially वो उन्हें form में है खिलाड़ी, आप ऐसा
विराट कोहली के साथ भाग रहा हो भी पिंडा.
Yeah, so like he's in form as well. There's a good partnership going, and like they actually shifted things in the batting order to try and make it a bit different. Also, bro, they took out Mitchell Stark's spell, Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma. They negated the biggest danger to them, but it was the other bowlers who stepped up, and that's why Adam Zampa, I took his name first before the series started. He's a world-class spinner, bro. This guy is heavily underrated. He's probably one of the best spinners in the world in white ball cricket. And look how he bowled today. Look at the control. He doesn't
look
mind
at
if he gets hit for
look at the
boundaries.
wickets he got. Look at the wicket. Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, और किसको, और दो बड़े लोगों के लिए, हार्दिक पांड्या,
I took Hardik out as well.
Jadeja. He cleaned up the biggest of the big people.
No, exactly. Let's just take a few comments. Chirag Bhai is saying, let's start from here actually. भाई विराट और रोहित आपको कप नहीं जिता सकते. ऐसा होता तो आपके पास 4-5 कप होते. A whole team makes you win. Every player has weaknesses, and I mean every player. That's a very good point. I think either bat till end or score at better run rate to at least not add a run rate pressure if you get out. But there was no run rate pressure. Rohit Sharma took out that run rate pressure with his start. The way he started, he was batting at like a strike rate of 150, and there was no issue. Even the way KL Rahul and Virat Kohli, they hit a few boundaries towards the end of that partnership, and the it was less than what is it like? There's more balls and less runs required, man. It was
And
always under
it
like
was
under
always
six.
under, yeah, under 6, and always was close. It was like 100 of 100, 110 of 103, ऐसा था equation. Like it wasn't far fetched के भाई आप 7 रन 3 बॉल में मारे मारे, वैसा तो था, like अगर अपन वैसा मैच करें. बट like मेरे हिसाब से रन रेट का कुछ इतना इश्यू नहीं था. आई थिंक या तो वो लोग साइकोलॉजिकली थक गए, या पूरा दिन थक गए, या विकेट फेंकने का कोई सेंस नहीं बनता, राइट? लाइक आप सेट है, लाइक विराट कोहली सेट थे, ही डिडंट नीड टू गो आफ्टर जैम्पा. केएल राहुल डिडंट नीड टू गो हिट दैट 6. सो आई मीन ही डिड ऑलरेडी हिट 1 6. टेक योर टाइम. अब जैसे आप न्यूजीलैंड में खत्म, श्रीलंका के अगेंस्ट खत्म करे मैच, जैसे आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया में फर्स्ट मैच खत्म करे, यू व्हाट डिड यू डू? सिंगल डबल. अगर आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लास्ट का टेल देखे, आई थिंक इट इज ओनली मार्कस टोइनस who hit boundaries. I think he hit 3 boundaries. After that, it was Ashnagar and these guys who hit 116. बाकी सब सिंगल से आए. सिंगल डबल मैन, जहां पे आपको फ्री बॉल दिखा जो अक्षर पटेल पे चिक्का मारा, इट जस्ट केम आउट ऑफ नोवेयर, राइट? सो एंड एक्सपेक्टेशंस लो कर दो कि भाई कोई मारने जाएगा, लूज बॉल आएगा, मारो, सिंगल्स निकालो, मैच जीत जाओ. दैट्स एग्जैक्टली व्हाट ऑस्ट्रेलिया डिड टू गेट टू 270.
या मेरे हिसाब से वही था कि कंफर्ट जोन में आ गए थे, एंड दे थॉट कि भाई मैंने नहीं हूं तो कोई नहीं देख लेता, बिकॉज दे वर बैटिंग वेरी डीप इंडिया टुडे, एंड नो वन जस्ट टुक द रिस्पांसिबिलिटी कि भाई लेट मी स्टैंड देयर टिल द एंड एंड लेट मी फिनिश द गेम फॉर माय टीम.
और
आई
एक
जस्ट
और
डिडंट
चीज
सी.
ये है, कि जब अपन सूर्या कुमार आया बैटिंग को, आई टोल्ड मुस्तफा ही माइट हिट टुडे बिकॉज आई फेल्ट द इक्वेशन वाज लाइक इन हिज फेवर. यू कांट से दिस वाज अ 50 ओवर थिंग और रबिश लाइक दैट, बिकॉज 50 ओवर का कुछ सेंस ही नहीं बन रहा था. 83 ऑफ 80 या 87 ऑफ 80 समथिंग उस इक्वेशन में भाई आए. भाई का ने एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम था. स्पिनर्स आगे थे, ये भी नहीं बोल सकते कि मिचेल स्टार्क आपको डाल रहा था या बॉल मूव हो रहा था या कुछ नहीं. आप नहीं बोल सकते भाई. अब आपको स्पिनर मिला, चलो क्वालिटी स्पिनर मिला, बट कहीं ना कहीं तो मिलेगा ही आपको, राइट? और आप आईपीएल में अगर मार रहे हैं, अगर आप कंसिस्टेंटली टी20s में मार रहे हैं, तो आप यहाँ भी मार सकते हैं. लाइक वो चलो फीट का प्रॉब्लम, ये वो आई गेट इट, बट इन दीस इक्वेशंस यू आर लाइक अ जीनियस, यू
No,
कैन
but
कम आउट ऑफ इट.
you can come out of it, but he didn't, and the reason is because of this. He was indecisive. He was not sure किधर खेलना है ball. You can come out of it. That's why he's playing for India. I think he's a very talented player. I think he has the capability to play in 50 over. I agree with you कि like खाली T20 का player नहीं है उन्हें, but right now वो उसके दिमाग में बैठ गया वो, and he's not scoring runs. And what are people saying? He's not a 50 over player. He's a T20 player. उसको निकालो squad में से. ये तो बात हो रही right अभी, and it's because of the way he's getting out. And today the way he got out, you couldn't tell that he was not mentally focused. He was not.
My
He
only
did
thing
not
is,
know.
at least if you even came with a T20 mindset, it would have been all right. Is all I'm saying. Like even if you came with your
But
T20 brain, I
that's
wouldn't mind.
gone. That mindset is gone. He's lost his confidence. He's lost his confidence, and you could, bro, that ball he did not. His feet were planted. Go and see
Planted,
the
yeah,
dismissal again.
yeah, yeah. He
He did
only
not
moved his
move.
upper body. He only moved
So
his
what
upper
is?
body to the, yeah.
Have you seen that like with him? No, I haven't seen it with him. Like like the first two dismissals, I understand. Stark, the ball was swinging, he got out. But over here, there was no excuse.
And that's
I
why,
agree with you. We're on the
yeah.
same page. But I'm just giving you. I'm telling you that is the reason why he got out. Like, why isn't he scoring runs? I cannot tell you. Like, but what my reading of the game is that this guy is mentally he's not there right now, and
Hmm.
he doesn't he's not understanding what to do, because like your the equation was a T20 equation. It was. But it's just that he's playing a 50 over game. His mindset is different. That's what it is. It's a mental thing. I think that's what the issue is. That's my reading of it. Shunya
शून्य को,
Kumar
हाँ.
Yadav. Oh,
अब तो
sorry, Samir bhai.
हाँ.
It's high time संजू सैमसन को लाना पड़ेगा. वर्ल्ड कप जीतना है.
संजू सैमसन को भी फेंक के देखना पड़ेगा समीर भाई, कि वो बंदा फिट रहेगा या नहीं वर्ल्ड कप के दौरान. अगर नहीं, मेरे को पीठ में लग गए, मेरे को मुंबई जाके स्कैन कराना है, फिर क्या करेंगे अपन? लाइक दैट इज आल्सो वन प्रॉब्लम. आईपीएल में ही माइट स्मैश इट. आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग इट. ही माइट स्मैश इट बिकॉज़ दिस इज द प्राइम अपॉर्चुनिटी. उसके पास जो मिल रही है उसको, बहुत जबरदस्त टाइम है उसको. वो बता भी देगा मेरे ख्याल में कि एक आध दो मैचेस में फिर वो 50 मारता, उन्हें आ जाता. बट द मिनट ही गेट्स इनटू दैट एनसीए, द मिनट ही गेट्स इनटू अ ब्लू टी शर्ट ऑफ द इंडियन कलर, भाई साहब को कुछ तो भी पकड़ लेता.
And then Chirag was saying, not even Sanju, not even Sanju bring Tripathi in or some low key player. I'm done with the star players. India
That's
ki
not a
batting
bad shout.
technique, green and spin track. I'm below associate Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, West Indies, Ireland, Afghanistan. If you're depending on Aksar, then you don't have the right team. I mean, you're not depending on him, but like he came at a stage where India was on top, and if he just continued to bat, like build a partnership with Virat Kohli, and the way he got dismissed, right? He got run out. Like if he got a good delivery or whatever, we wouldn't be talking about it. But like
Okay, I have
wicket
I
taker.
have a counter question here. Sorry, Musti, 1 minute. You told me you're depending on. Then why is it that people are asking him to get promoted, right? Because you see that he has the quality of batting, right? अगर नहीं तो कोई नहीं बोलता था कि भाई अक्सर को जडेजा के आगे लाओ, अक्सर को इसके आगे लाओ, कई को लाओ अक्सर को, फिर अक्सर को रहने दो टेल एंडर फिर. Point ये है कि अक्सर is the highest scorer in this entire series for Indian cricket team in Test, and probably if he would have got ample amount of time and chances, he would have been it in ODI also. So right now we got to just respect his batting and understand that this guy is finishing everything for you, right? Even in the tail end, he's coming hitting sixes and boundaries. And now people are talking about promoting him. And now that he got promoted, he went and got run out. So obviously, I'm going to say, this is my number 4, and he's going to be a very important piece to that finishing puzzle, right? So that's all I'm going to say.
I know I said you, Virat will step up and series decider. Yep, it was bad shot. Please accept this reality. This team relies on 34 Kohli. He is in form, but not like a Zira. He needs a partner to win the game.
Well, Vinesh bhai, like with all the experience he had as a finisher, I respect Kohli. I love Kohli. I love the way he played, but I don't expect Kohli to play something like that. He was very shaky in the beginning. He did something where a lot of commenters called him out saying, "Ke bhai, chalo chikka mara," but he never does that. So he was totally uncomfortable in the beginning. He stabilized himself. Then he didn't have to go for that shot. He didn't need to go for that shot. I'm sorry. You're my finisher. You're my anchor. If my anchor breaks, my ship sinks, and that's what happened.
रोहित शर्मा की फिटनेस अप टू लेवल नहीं है. 2015 सेमीज हार से के टॉप ऑर्डर करना मैच जीत रहे थे तो अब टॉप 3 भी नहीं चल रहे हैं. बाकी 4 5 6 पोजीशन हम 2015 सेमी हार अब तक परमानेंट प्लेयर नहीं सर्च कर रहे हैं. टेस्ट के प्लेयर ओडिया खेल रहे हैं. या पहले टॉप 3 आपको जिताते थे और लेके आते थे सेमीज में, अब वो भी नहीं चल रहे हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू समीर भाई. एंड टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट ही इज करेक्ट कि लाइक टॉप 3 इज आल्सो स्ट्रगलिंग. एंड या मैन, लाइक द थिंग इज, I understand even Australia, they lost wickets and they also tumbled like India did. But yeah, when I felt also the wicket fest, it became a bit better to bat on in the second innings. That's why I was
Yeah,
even more surprised.
they
You
they
see the
agree to that. They
if you
agree
see
to
the
that
way
also.
Shubman Gill was hitting through the line, there was no swing on offer, and there was no variable bounce or anything like that. He was hitting through the line against Richard Saku ने जो mid wicket के ऊपर छक्का मारा या cover के through जो चौका मारा था, it was proper timing, it was good bounce, everything was perfect. So इसलिए मेरे को और परेशानी हो रही है, like कैसा आउट हो गया यार इन लोग दोनों. they even them
देखो
bro, you have to.
शुभमन गिल की विकेट अगर आप देखो, आई वुड स्टिल से कि भाई जूते आ गया बीच में, समथिंग लाइक दोस थिंग्स कैन हैपन, बट hitting it in the sky and getting out is unacceptable. So I
नो
mean
बट देखो
Shubman.
शुभमन गिल का, अब देखो फैज तुम भी लाइक बोल रहे थे कि केएल राहुल विराट कोहली का स्ट्राइक रेट, शुभमन भी इतना स्टार्ट करके उन्हें भी गिर गया था. यू हैव टू क्वेश्चन द वे ही प्लेज आउटसाइड ऑफ द
Right.
पावर प्ले व्हेन द स्पिनर्स कम ऑन.
Yeah,
एंड
agreed.
दिस इज नॉट लाइक this is आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू पुट हिम डाउन. आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ शुभमन गिल, बट वेर ही हैज टू इंप्रूव, ही हैज टू इंप्रूव. अगर आप
Yeah,
आईपीएल में भी
100%.
देखो, जब पावर प्ले खत्म होता उसका स्ट्राइक रेट गिरता, तो ही हैज टू develop a plan
Maintain.
to be more consistent against older ball. It's not like he can't do it. We've seen him score hundreds, double hundreds, even in one days. But he has to be more consistent. When it's a challenging pitch, like today, there was turn on offer. It was getting slow. Zampa was getting the ball to rip. So was Ashton Agar. That's where you need to perform, right? That's where you need to perform and score your run. So मैं किसी को नहीं छोड़ रहा हूँ आज. I think everybody has to take responsibility. Nobody. Hardik Pandya with the ball, yes, he was fantastic, but with the bat, man, he needs to finish it. कई का वर्ल्ड का बेस्ट ऑलराउंडर, कई का फिनिशर भाई. मैं कब से बोल रहा हूँ, this is the reason. He's not like now I'm starting to. I always believe Hardik Pandya is extremely talented and he has all the shots, and I still deep down believe that. But bro, you need to show it, man. You have to show why you're that good. It's not good enough right now. Like any of the players, the performance is not good enough. And right now, England look a better team than you. Australia look a better team than you. I'm sorry
New
to say,
Zealand are looking. New Zealand is looking
Pakistan, New
better. Everyone
Zealand,
is.
Pakistan, New
Yeah.
Zealand will compete, man. Right now against India, they will. These will be tough games for India. If they're not going to, I understand. देखो जसप्रीत बुमराह नहीं है, श्रेयस अय्यर नहीं है, but still
But
भाई,
one
आपके
thing is
पास
there,
options
मुस्तफा,
है.
आप देख लो जिस तरीके से weaknesses highlight करे हैं इंडिया के, राइट? अगर आप लोग बोलते हैं कोहली हैज अ प्रॉब्लम विद द लेफ्ट आर्म गाय, Kohli had a problem with spinners, and that's very evident now to the world, right? And people are picking out those flaws or those issues that we're having, and they're easily exploiting us. So going into the World Cup, don't expect Bangladesh exploited us. Bangladesh got Kohli out. So I mean, I'm just saying that your issues are so evident, इतनी आपको आसानी से निकाल ले सकते कोई भी, क्योंकि अलग अलानिया दिख के आ रहा, अलानिया दिख के आ रहा कि बंदा क्या करने वाला है, बंदा को क्या हैबत हो रही, बंदा कहाँ टेंशन में आ रहा खेले जब। लाइक सूर्य कुमार को तो उन्होंने अच्छा रीड कर लिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया, उन लोगों को तो मालूम इसको ये डालो, इसको नहीं आता खेलने। विराट कोहली का चलो, he is one of the most skilled batsmen, they still have an issue with him, but they always take the review against him, जल्दी जल्दी इसको आउट करो। बट दे ऑल्सो नो स्पिनर आया तो विराट कोहली को प्रॉब्लम है, लेफ्ट आर्मर आया तो विराट कोहली को प्रॉब्लम है। रोहित शर्मा का आई डोंट नो, रोहित शर्मा का टेम्परामेंट, रोहित शर्मा इज आई थिंक हिमसेल्फ सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्टिव, उन खुद अपने आप को पिंडे में मिला दे सकते हैं।
Concentration, bro. Level of
Yeah,
concentration. He has this
exactly.
thing, like the toss thing. हम लोग मजाक करते हैं, but it's reflecting in his batting also.
Attention, yeah, disorder है जी।
कुछ तो problem है. He loses his concentration and think because ability wise this guy is next level, bro. Again today his innings I thoroughly enjoyed it. But
See, अगर आप देख लो उन्हें हर जगह खेल के भाई, स्पिनिंग ट्रैक में मारा 100, इंग्लैंड में 100s मार रहा, इंडिया में 200, बट लाइक आई डोंट नो व्हाट हैपेंस विद हिम। बीच रास्ते में उन्होंने कहाँ की चले आते, क्या ख्याल में चले आते, अरे वहाँ का खाना अच्छा है बोल के, आई थिंक वो दिमाग में चले आता है। आई डोंट नो व्हाट्स रॉन्ग विद हिम। अरे वो सैंडविच गर्म है कि नहीं भैया, वो चाय रखे नहीं। अरे सब भाई मैच खेलो भाई, पहले तुम 30 पे अच्छा खेल रहे, and then you just go ahead and do something weird. So it's everyone's flaws are very evident, everybody knows what they have to do. And yeah, I just hope World Cup tak kuch to naya tactic leke aana, not in a tactic wise कि you stop playing aggressive cricket and going back to conventional cricket, but आप कुछ तो नया गेम प्लान बना, because people लोगों को मालूम, पागल नहीं है, बाकी के भी वर्ल्ड नंबर 10 में ही आते हैं, like 1 to 10 में ही आते हैं जो भी टीम्स है, तो it's not that hard to exploit.
If you see this 3-match series, okay, all 3 matches put together, do you feel Australia were the better team?
100%. Australia even in the first ODI they were a better team. It was just that KL Rahul was resilient, right? He was not never dying attitude में आ गया था, वरना we were 4 down already, no one performed. KL Rahul was the only one who stood up, and that is all. Again अपन वही बोल रहे कि एक बंदा कबीले में से या कौम में से खड़ने से फायदा नहीं हो रहा बॉस। एक दिन आप उठेंगे, एक दिन आज 2-4 लोग उठ गए तो फायदा क्या हो गया? फायदा ये कि टीम इंटेंट नहीं है। लाइक आप है, अगर आप अपने ऊपर जिम्मेदारी ले रहे तो आखिरी तक निभाओ, नहीं तो जिम्मेदारी न खोलो, खुली बात होती है।
मैच में कौन सी पिच होगी कौन डिसाइड करता है? क्यूरेटर डिसाइड करता मेरे हिसाब से, समीर भाई। आई थिंक
बुकी डिसाइड करते
नहीं, क्यूरेटर डिसाइड करता है, लाइक एंड देन पिच कैसा होना चाहिए। समटाइम्स a lot of the times the home team has a say. In ICC tournaments, it's the ICC I think who has to say. That is what I'm, from whatever knowledge I have, I could be wrong, but this is what I have read. The same dismissal of Virat happened against Nawaz in Asia Cup. I think in both shots he looked to flick, but hold up in the pitch. Please understand, bhai. So KL Rahul ka काम हो गया एक जिता कर.
I'm not saying Manish bhai Virat Kohli के against ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं बोल रहा, but I'm just saying like in those situations he's our anchor and I expect from him. KL Rahul तो भाई I don't even want to say anything, but I saw this coming already. I told कि एक होके जीत गया तो don't forget he has to be consistent. We saw that in Sri Lanka. The next match he failed. We saw this here. He one match and he failed. I'm not coming after KL Rahul again because then like it's going to be very evident. But like Mustafa, what are your thoughts? Like, do you think Virat Kohli जिस तरीके से he should have finished it?
भाई मैं बोल रहा हूँ पहले से, I'm not changing my stance. आज everybody is to blame. Every batsman is to blame. I'm not going to pick one out. I can pick out Hardik Pandya, like how people are targeting KL Rahul. Hardik Pandya is my guy, like when it comes to criticism, because I expect much more from him. But I'm not going to, everybody, KL Rahul, thoroughly disappointed after he was batting really well, bro. Today he was batting especially towards the end, उन्हें जो छक्का मारा था उसके बाद में बोला आ गया इन फॉर्म में. Virat Kohli was batting well, Hardik Pandya was batting well, but they all just they just didn't take the responsibility and finish off the game. So I'm disappointed in every single batter, bro. And bowling wise as well, the last 5 overs is rubbish, bro. You have to finish it off, man. ऐसा आप नहीं कर सकते, आप उनको इतना लंबा छूट नहीं दे सकते उनके टेल को. ठीक है, स्टार्ट बैटिंग कर लेता फिर, मगर फिर यार you're playing at home, you're playing in home conditions, you understand these conditions, you have the team 200 for 7, you need to get them under 220, bro. This is, if you want to be world champions, you gotta take this team. And look, now I am questioning the skill level of this team. Are they as good as Australia? Maybe not, bro. Australia are probably deservedly number one right now. Are they as good as England? Maybe not, bro. But the talent is there. We always say there's so many options and everything. But maybe IPL में और अच्छा दिखता, but in international, India is not on that level that we expect them to be. They're not going to be world dominant for a while, even though that's what we believe. They should be winning ICC trophies for fun. They should be dominating teams for fun. एक ये हो सकता है, if you want to be very positive, that we always win bilaterals and we never win ICC in the last 10 years. Maybe आज से उल्टा होने वाला है. We lost bilaterals and we might win the World Cup. So if you want to be very positive, you can think like that. But आज के बारे में अगर मैं बात करूँ, I'm very disappointed in the whole performance, the entire performance. And I couldn't believe it. Bro, I was a bit having fun with you. I was saying, Arey, now ho gaya, acha, like, close going again. Because I genuinely thought India will chase this easily with like 10 balls to spare, even if Virat Kohli gets out. Even I had that mindset. I have to blame myself also. I had this mindset, Kohli out hoga, koi baat nahi, dekh leta. When Jadeja and Hardik Pandya were batting first, I swear to God, I didn't have one doubt in my mind that India will lose. I thought in log jita denge, 100% jita denge.
नहीं, वो देखो, वो क्या बोलते, उम्मीद रखना भी सही है. I won't say उम्मीद रखना गलत बात है, because Jadeja also is a finisher in his way and Hardik Pandya should be the finisher in his way, considering on what position he's coming. And भाई वही है कि भाई at the end of the day they have to take responsibility. They have to change their methods. They have to start working on their exposed areas of flaws, or what flaws you want to call it, or weak areas, right? SWOT analysis करो, strengths देखो, weaknesses देखो, opportunities देखो, make a plan and just tackle them, right? And I think वही problem है. अभी India needs to sit. अभी 17-18 member के World Cup का squad तो बनाए हैं, considered by Dravid, but अब उसमें कौन है क्या है अभी आइडिया नहीं है. कितनों की इंजरी
वो
होने
भी
वाली
मेरे को like मेरे को सही नहीं दिख रहा. I think you have to keep all your options open, keep 30 open, bro, because I think that you will have to take form into consideration. You'll have to take a lot of things into consideration right now, because it's not looking good enough at the moment. And IPL shuru ho raha 2 months, so we're not even going to be talking about things. But soon as the IPL finishes, what is the main target? Is the World Cup. And Rahul
the
Dravid,
WTC.
like you said,
It'll be
yeah,
the
the
WTC.
WTC, sorry, WTC final and this, and फिर से pressure आ जाएगा. अगर रोहित हार गया ये WTC and World Cup, his job is to go on 100%. So like there's going to be a lot of pressure. IPL में फैज बहुत एक correct point बोला, जो मैं me and Faiz always argue, but what I agree with is that भाई आप replacement भी आपके injured है. आपके जो है Surya Kumar wouldn't have batted if Shreyas Iyer was fit, right?
एंड वो भी एक न्यूज है कि श्रेयस अय्यर के ऊपर आप बात नाम निकाले तो मैं ये बोल दूं कि श्रेयस अय्यर माइट मिस ऑलमोस्ट लाइक
half of the IPL,
half, not like the first half of the IPL से थोड़ा कम बोल रहे हैं, because he's got उसके जो lower back में डिस्क है, वो डिस्क में थोड़ी swelling है, और swelling is all the way connected to the leg, which is making a reaction in his calf. Not
so it's a big
the
problem.
other, not the other word, calf muscle जो अपने पाँव का रहता. तो आप ये सोच लो कि not calf muscle, and like अभी आप देख लो कि it is either नीतीश राणा और सुनील नारायण maybe to captain KKR. तो
यार वो फैज यही तो प्रॉब्लम है भाई. अब बोल रहे हैं लोग सैमसन को लेके आओ. भाई सैमसन को आने दो, उसको खिलाएंगे, मगर उन्हें
अरे वनडे कितने खेलने वाले भाई इंडिया. जून तक तो कुछ खेल रहे नहीं, जुलाई तक कुछ खेल रहे नहीं, प्रॉब्लम कहाँ सीरीज कहाँ निकालेंगे भाई.
Yeah, and again, it's not it's not a personnel thing. It's a team overall, man. Collectively, these guys have not been playing.
I will only take out one player out of this equation, and that's Akshar Patel.
Even him आज पिट गया भाई. So he's going 7 runs and over when the conditions were suiting spinners. Look how Ashton Agar bowled, look how Akshar Patel bowled. Like I expect maybe more from him. I'm not trying to say like try to put them all the way down, but everyone has to take responsibility for every single guy. I'm not going to point, because look, even if you take out Surya Kumar, you bring somebody else in, right? There's no guarantee that guy is going to perform. Even if he performs, will you win games? No, Virat Kohli has to finish games. Rohit Sharma has to continue from his start. Shubman Gill has to convert. All these guys still have to do their jobs, which is not happening right now. It's not one guy is not going to come and change. सूर्या कुमार को निकाल दिए, उसको निकाल देंगे, आ जाता है सूर्या साहब। अब जैसा केएल राहुल को निकाले टेस्ट सीरीज से, क्या हुआ? आप एक हारे एक ड्रॉ कर, दैट इज इट्स नॉट बिकॉज़ केएल, नथिंग टू डू विद केएल राहुल, ही गॉट ड्रॉप प्रॉपर्ली, बट दैट डिडंट चेंज एनीथिंग। यू स्टिल
आप ये
हैविंग द
देख
सेम
लो,
प्रॉब्लम्स।
आप ये देख लो, वर्ल्ड कप अगर खेलेंगे भी ये बच्चे, पूरे बच्चे ही हैं। पहले वर्ल्ड कप कोई लाइक बच्चों को लेके जाना पड़ेगा। ईशान किशन है, वो तो अभी कुछ कर रहा नहीं। संजू सैमसन है, वो भी कुछ नहीं कर रहा। श्रेयस अय्यर अगर आ गया, वो भी लाइक ही ऑल्सो गेट हक्का बक्का। तो आई मीन यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, एक्सपीरियंस तो जरूरी है। वो एक्सपीरियंस आप कहाँ से लाते, आई डोंट नो। मुश्किल तो दिख रहा अभी। आईपीएल के बाद देखना और कितने लोग इंजर होंगे। डब्ल्यूटीसी तक आया है, तक कितने लोग इंजर होंगे। एंड बुमराह तो है ही नहीं, तो बुमराह के अलावा अगर कोई फास्ट बॉलर चले गया, सिराज शामी और गॉड फॉरबिड उमरान, खत्म है भाई।
भाई हार्दिक पांड्या, इफ ही गेट्स इंजर्ड,
हार्दिक पांड्या
they're gonna
नॉट इवन,
panic.
हार्दिक पांड्या तो भाई बहुत बड़ी पॉसिबिलिटी है
They're gonna panic. I'll just take a few more comments.
यहाँ से।
स्पिन ट्रैक देकर इंडिया अपनी ओडीआई टेस्ट में हाई लेवल मिस्टेक्स को हाइड करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. Headset and mic, let's go. मुझे समर टाइम में, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर नोटिसिंग, रियली अप्रिशिएट. होप आवाज अच्छी आ रही, मतलब मेरी आवाज तो चले गई, बट होप द क्वालिटी ऑफ द पॉडकास्ट इज अ बिट बेटर नाउ. हमने बेंच स्ट्रेंथ को बनाया नहीं, वेस्ट कर दिया. फैज भाई, एक बंदा खड़ा भी वहीं होता जिसकी प्लेस खतरे में होती है, वरना तो रोहित और कोहली में से कोई चले तो चले.
या वही
स्का
तो है, वही तो प्रॉब्लम है। डिपेंडेंसी ऑन वन और टू इज द प्रॉब्लम। बट आज वो इशू भी नहीं था। आज चार लोग दिए आपको कंधा, बट दे जस्ट डिडंट टेक इट ऑल द वे.
Sky, what an amazing record! It will take someone very special to break this. Bahar nikalo usko. He will. They will switch him when Shreyas Iyer comes back. He's going to come in. If Sanju Samson is fit, they'll play him. They will make changes. I'm sure of that. But bro, like I've seen India like in the last 8-10 years, सबको खिला दिया भाई, सबको try कर दिया. When crunch situation comes, you're always having issues, bro. Till 70 runs बना दिए, विराट and राहुल ज़्यादा slow हो गए. भाई सबसे बड़ा मेरे को यही खटक रहा, ये 70 रन जो टेल बनाए भाई, ये सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. ये भी इट्स गोइंग अननोटिस्ड. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सूर्या, टॉकिंग अबाउट राहुल, कोहली एंड एवरीथिंग. दिस मेरे को हजम नहीं हो रहा भाई. यू हैव टू फिनिश ऑफ मैन. वेयर इज द बॉलिंग? पॉजिटिव फॉर मी वाज पिचेस. इनको इजी फ्लैट पिचेस नहीं मिली. दैट्स अ गुड पॉइंट. आई थिंक दैट्स अ गुड पॉइंट ओवर देयर.
100%.
क्या कर रहे हैं यारो, बैगन में मिला दे रहे हैं, कहीं को नहीं जीते. रोहित की कैप्टनसी में 2 बायलैटरल हार गए. पांड्या 1, रोहित -2. ये सब प्लेयर बैकिंग मिली
रो रो
है.
रो वेट न्यूजीलैंड के अगेंस्ट कौन था कैप्टन?
वनडे
रोहित ही था
सीरीज में रोहित शर्मा
या
था. हाँ, वनडे सीरीज
या
में रोहित शर्मा था. ये सब प्लेयर
श्रीलंका के अगेंस्ट भी रोहित ही था।
वनडे में, हाँ, बस पहला वनडे मिस कर दिया था उन्हें. उसमें भी
So he
सुनील
won
गावस्कर
both the
साहब आज बोल दिए.
he won both the bilateral series. हार गया कहीं को बोल रहा है चीज।
ये सब प्लेयर बैकिंग मिली है, परफॉर्मेंस नहीं करने. वर्ल्ड कप 15 सीट पर किया. देखो मैं एक चीज बोलता हूँ, जब विराट कोहली कैप्टन था, नंबर 1 क्रिटिसिज्म क्या था कि आप बैक नहीं कर रहे प्लेयर को, आप हर 2 मिनट निकाल रहे हैं. जैसा अब सूर्या कुमार ने मार दिया एक डक, राइट, विराट कोहली उसको निकाल दिया, ही ब्रिंग्स अनदर प्लेयर, उन्हें भी फेल कर रहा था. तो आप वो ट्राई कर चुके हैं, वो नहीं चला आपके लिए. What Virat Kohli's tactics did not work for India.
Chop
Now
and change.
Rohit Sharma's tactic is the opposite thing, backing the players. वो भी नहीं चल रहा. So what do you do, bro? You have to question your skill level. You have to question, maybe, are you good enough? Are you as good as Australia? As good as England? That's what you have to question. You have to
सब
improve. You have to try and get on that level now.
सबको एक लाइन में खड़ा हो, 3 इडियट्स के जैसे, चमचा नीचे रखो और लाइट पे डालो, बस
Yeah,
वो है.
because देखो वो भी दौड़ती, you remember, right? And that like
Yeah.
the opposite चल रहा था. वो भी नहीं चला आपके लिए, ये भी नहीं चल रहा. तो you have to somewhere doubt yourself in terms of ability, in terms of skill, and you have to improve on your weaknesses. That's what every individual has to work on their weaknesses, because everyone is being found out right now. And it's a fact, like, you know, what Rohit is doing, what Virat Kohli did, they're not wrong ideas, but none of them are working. That means you फिर अंदर झांकना पड़ेगा, and you have to doubt your own ability, your own skill. Are you good enough? Are you as good as Australia, as good as England? And if you're not, then you have to improve on your individual skills. Dravid
Yeah.
को निकालो भाई, क्या बोरिंग कर दे रहा है. No intent in the team. सहवाग को बनाओ coach. Next level aggressive brand of cricket. Bro, we saw Ravi Shastri there and everything. In Test cricket, okay, at the Gabba they won, but apart from that, they lost a series in South Africa. They lost in England Test series. They now under Dravid they drew 2-2. They under Ravi Shastri, they lost the World Cup. They lost the T20 World Cup. Whoever it is, bro, it's not making a difference. It doesn't right. And that's how I see it, man. Like मेरा opinion ये है कि आप हर कुछ try कर दिया last 8-10 years में, कुछ चल रहा नहीं. अब ये करना है कि hopefully team improve होती है and on the day they win games. But maybe Australia is just better than us. England is just better than us at in big games. Or I don't know how you want to say it, bro. But like tactics wise, you've tried a lot of things. It's not like you haven't. We've seen different regimes. We've seen different. We've seen aggressive approach. We've seen conservative approach. We've seen a lot of things. अब कोई नहीं बोलेगा पाकिस्तान ने ओडीआई सीरीज में ऑस्ट्रेलिया को हरा था, बहुत पाकिस्तान को कहते हैं इंडिया वाले.
That's a good point. बिल्कुल सही बात है. आप नहीं बोल पाएंगे कि पाकिस्तान ने ओडीआई सीरीज में ऑस्ट्रेलिया को हराया. They won't say it, right? Because like we talk a lot about Pakistan, but now that India has lost.
बच्चा Pakistan beat Australia in the one days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ayer is out for 5 months. ऐसा न्यूज़ आया सुबह कि वो सर्जरी पे जा रहा. So again, look, that's another problem. He was your middle order batter and now he's not available.
सर्जरी को नहीं जा रहा भाई. चिराग भाई is not even wanting to go to a surgery because he has taken a second opinion from a London doctor that was Hardik Pandya's doctor, and that doctor suggested rest and rehab and then wait till the pain subsides or you get a surgery. ये भाई साहब अभी सोच रहे हैं सर्जरी करने का.
डिस्क में रिस्क है आईपीएल भी मिस है भाई. एनसीए में वीवीएस क्या कर रहा है? ये इंजरी से टेस्ट खेला, फिर इंजरी हुआ, अब 4-5. दिस इज द व्हाट आई एक्चुअली वांटेड टू टच ऑन. द एनसीए आल्सो, लाइक दिस इज अ वेरी बिग फैक्टर बिकॉज़ फेज नॉट ओनली द ऑन फील्ड परफॉर्मेंस बट ऑफ फील्ड यू डोंट हैव पर्सनल अवेलेबल नाउ. योर प्लेयर्स आर गेटिंग इंजर्ड. जसप्रीत बुमराह का मालूम ही नहीं, कोई क्लैरिटी नहीं है भाई. देयर इज नो लाइक थिंग. अब श्रेयस अय्यर का ही माइट मिस, ही माइट नॉट मिस. भाई क्या हो रहा है भाई? लाइक एटलीस्ट लाइक हैव लाइक अ क्लियर कम्युनिकेशन. So that everybody understands the situation. If he's injured, bol do injured hai. Why is there this problem right now? What do you think, NCA wise? What is your opinion on that?
Now अभी तो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, सर पानी के ऊपर भी नहीं, मेरा सर भी नहीं दिख रहा होगा, पानी उतना ऊपर चलेगा. बिकॉज आप जिस
मैं अभी आ रहा हूँ, आपका करते रहो.
मेरा करते रहो, अच्छी बात है. तो मैं मेडिकली देख रहा हूँ. अगर आपके डॉक्टर्स आपको दे कीप गिविंग यू अपडेट्स एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट. यहाँ रेगुलर अपडेट कुछ नहीं मालूम. यहाँ पे बुमराह भाई तो वर्ल्ड कप से पहले गायब हैं. वर्ल्ड कप के पहले अगर आप गायब हो चुके हैं तो आप क्यों गायब हुए 1-8 महीने में? चलो हम लोग इतने बड़े लोग नहीं कि आप हमारे को सुनाओ, कुछ तो आप न्यूज दो कि बुमराह में आपको हुआ क्या है, बुमराह को तकलीफ का है, बैक में है. चलो ठीक है, बैक में क्या प्रॉब्लम है, कहीं को इतना लंबा रगड़ा, नो आइडिया. सेम थिंग अब ऋषभ पंत का तो भी एटलीस्ट बेटर मालूम है बिकॉज उनको एसीएल टेल्स हुए, एक आइडिया लगा सकते कि हाँ भाई ये बंदे को 6 से 8 महीने लग सकते हैं. उनकी इंजरी का पता है हमें क्योंकि हमें खुद हो चुकी है एसीएल. तो एसीएल विल टेक अ टाइम बिकॉज आपको ऑपरेशन कराना पड़ता है, एसीएल लगाना पड़ता, फिर वो अडेप्ट होना वगैरह वगैरह, जाके फिर आप रिहैब शुरू करते, रेंज ऑफ मोशन वगैरह वगैरह. हार्दिक पांड्या की इंजरी किसी को पता नहीं क्या है, बैक में है. क्या है बैक में प्रॉब्लम, रिकरिंग क्यों है, व्हाई इज इट रिकरिंग, व्हाट आर दीस प्रॉब्लम्स दैट यू गाइस आर हैविंग. हमारे अगर बड़ों को ये बात अगर अपन ले बड़े बोलते भाई ये उम्र में कैसा रहना, ये उम्रों में कैसा रहते भाई, इतना आप लोग वर्कआउट करते हैं, आपके जिम्स रहते हैं, आपके ये रहते हैं, उसके बावजूद आपको इतने प्रॉब्लम. एनसीए गया, कोई भी बंदा इंजर होता है, एनसीए चलेगा बैंगलोर में. एनसीए में कर रहे क्या भाई, एनसीए में हो रहा क्या है, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, व्हाट इज द डॉक्टर सेइंग, व्हाट आर द इश्यूज, व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस, व्हाट आर द डेट ऑफ रिटर्न पॉसिबल. फुटबॉल में आपको पता है, फुटबॉल में अगर मैं बात करूं, एक छोटी सी गेम खेलते हम लोग जितने भी दोस्त हैं, एंड उसमें आपको पता चल जाता है कि बंदे को इंजरी क्या है और उसकी एक्सपेक्टेड डेट ऑफ रिटर्न क्या है.
ओए सही बोल रहे.
एक्सपेक्टेड डेट ऑफ रिटर्न मालूम होता है कि बंदा एक्सपेक्टेड डेट ऑफ रिटर्न 26 अप्रैल को आएगा, 25 अप्रैल को आएगा. हमारा खुद का एक मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का प्लेयर बोलता हूं मैं, एरिक्सन, he was injured in February, we knew that he was coming back in April. That is how a doctor treats it, right? He knows the extent to the damage and
yes,
he will
sir.
give you an opening.
What a point.
I get it, क्रिकेट में नहीं हो सकता probably, वो इंडिया जैसी कंट्री है वगैरह वगैरह, but that is what you ideally NCA has to do. It has to set out a statement that this is what's wrong with this player, this is what's wrong with this player, because at the end of the day we're all investing in our time, right, in this cricket, whatever it is. So I would still say bhai ke NCA really is messed up. VV selection needs to be questioned. That NCA needs to be moved out of Bangalore. Hyderabad आ जाओ, मैं आके मसाज देता हूँ भाई आप लोगों को, ऐसी मसाज देता हूँ, मालूम होगा.
60 का एवरेज है संजू का भाई का। टी20 का फॉर्म ना देखो, इन ओडिया ही सॉलिड लास्ट इनिंग्स देख लो संजू की और स्काई की, देन टेल मी हु इज बेटर ब्रो।
बट मेरे भाई इसकी चलने की फॉर्म का प्रॉब्लम है ना, दो दो दिन को इंजर हो गया तो फॉर्म क्या तेल लेने जाएगा ना भाई, ही कांट होल्ड अ क्रिकेट बैट.
Yeah, and we saw him first. Was it the Bangladesh series or just before that? He was playing a
Yeah,
series. What is it? South Africa series? Which one was it?
Bangladesh.
He was playing that and एकदम से गया भाई. क्या कर
First he
सकते हैं?
went, second ODI तक तो रुका, second तक तो रुका भी नहीं. He went the next day. He went to
He
the
played one game
hospital.
and he
He
bounced.
went back to Bombay. Yeah.
So that's the problem, right? Like he also got a chance, he got an opportunity. So he's injured. What can you do? You can't do anything about it. Now you have to look at the NCA. You have to look at the backroom staff. What are they doing? What is the team management doing? How are they catering to injuries? How are they managing the workload? अब IPL आ रहा है, IPL में तो लगने वाली है because it's home and away. First आप एक मैच खेलेंगे, फिर आपको फ्लाइट लेना है. फैज को मैं बोला भाई चलो कल बॉम्बे जाएंगे. फैज 3 बार सोच रहा है. Imagine, and I rightly so. I'm not like making fun of you. Rightly so. सोचना
Yeah,
पड़ता है भाई. But imagine how tiring it's going to be for these guys.
yeah, yeah.
You're going to play one game. This travel is going to add to your
I-
fatigue. It's going to add to injuries. Is going to it's not going to be a joke. And like watch
100%
what will
जो के
happen.
अलावा भी मुस्तफा देखो, like my only point
Yeah,
is आप लोग
अलावा ही
बोल
भी
रहे.
कर दो आप.
हाँ, अलावा भी ये बोलूंगा कि अगर आप एनसीए है, आप इतने बड़ी इंस्टीट्यूट है, व्हाई आर योर प्लेयर्स इवन आस्किंग अ सेकंड ओपिनियन? व्हाई डिड सीरियस अय्यर कॉल दैट डॉक्टर इन लंदन हु ट्रीटेड, व्हाई डिड हार्दिक, भाई एनसीए है, लौंडपना है.
पांड्या
इट्स
तो
जस्ट,
उन लोग तो मुंबई इंडियंस के डॉक्टर्स पे रिलाई कर रहे थे, याद है इन लोग.
या पूरे जियो धंधनादन मसला है वहां पे.
Gill is total failure in this series. I sometimes think Gill doesn't have the same test career like Shikhar because Gill can't play swing. Wait, I'm sure he will not perform in WTC.
Gil, man, that's too harsh of an assessment. Shikhar Dhawan also didn't bust on the scene when he came on, right? He took a lot of time to come on to where he is. I mean, I all respect to Shikhar Dhawan, and Gil is your best player right now in all formats, irrespective of the series. Right now, he has been firing. He fired a 200 in ODIs. He's एक ही टेस्ट मिला उसको, दो ही टेस्ट मिले. एक तो फ्लैट ट्रैक मिला जिसपे हुई मैं स्मैश इट ऑन अ फ्लैट ट्रैक. आई फील फॉर गिल द बेस्ट थिंग राइट नाउ, अगर टेस्ट करियर बनाना, ही नीड्स टू गो टू इंग्लैंड. ही जस्ट हैज टू मूव टू इंग्लैंड, प्ले काउंटी क्रिकेट, learn skills and come back. T20
क्या
and ODI,
was
I'm not scared for him.
क्या
T20
Washi
and ODI.
play at 4 in place of Sky because he also takes time to settle, unlike number 7.
And that guy is very good. Washi can also hit it from the first ball. अगर आप न्यूजीलैंड का थर्ड या श्रीलंका या न्यूजीलैंड के सीरीज में देखे, he came and he smashed 56. He won us the game almost.
Left-hander भी होगा. Senior players को domestic cricket खेलना चाहिए, and you have to play in different conditions also. Domestic cricket in India they have to play in England. Domestic cricket Australia, you got to play in different conditions also. India has a problem against left-arm bowlers. India has a problem against spinners. India has a problem at number 4. India has a problem on spin decks. India has a problem in swinging
India has a
conditions.
lot of problems.
India has a problem with batting at the top in a World Cup year. Yeah, right now there's a lot of problems, and you have to face the fact. Look, you have to accept that, bhai, we're not good enough right now. We need to improve. The batters who are given the opportunity, they have to finish off games. You have to work on swinging conditions. Whether you can emulate that in the nets, I'm not sure. Or you go to England in the summer, play county cricket there, and try to emulate those swinging conditions. You play on rank turners, go and make a pitch like you do for a test match. Make a pitch and play a practice game over there and let the ball turn. I'm just giving ideas. I don't know what you can do,
And
but I'm sure
challenge yourself. That is the biggest obstacle at India. They don't challenge themselves.
but that's
Ideally
but guys,
आप grow
they
कैसे
have
होते?
they have challenged though. Like in this series, I think the pitches weren't flat. Like
No. I'm saying challenge themselves. I'm saying, like, when I'm
yeah.
saying that, I mean you go ahead and be England. I know it's very hard. I will be the first one to criticize maybe, but just go on a gut and say we're trying to learn and experiment. मेरे को खेलना है, इंग्लैंड में जाके खेलना है मेरे को. यहाँ पे मोहाली में खिलाओ, यहाँ पे सीएम गेट पे खिलाओ. बच्चों को एक एक्सपोजर दो भाई. आप ग्रो कैसे होते जब तक आप अपने आप को चैलेंज नहीं करे. चैलेंज नहीं करेंगे तो आपको पता नहीं चलेगा आप कर सकते या नहीं कर सकते. नहीं कर सकते तो आप सीखते हैं कि हाँ भाई मैं नहीं कर सकता, बट ये चीज़ा मैं सीखा. वो सीखे बाद उस पर इम्प्लीमेंट करो. दैट इज हाउ यू ग्रो. तो डोंट फियर. लाइक आई नो इट्स हार्ड, इजियर सेड देन डन. डोंट फियर. हार गए, अब यहीं से हार गए तो ऑब्वियसली कहीं और भी हार जाएंगे, बट start a process, go challenge yourself, go play in England,
Maybe
go
this
play in
is the
South Africa.
process. Maybe this
Yeah,
is the process that they're starting. Maybe like, these
maybe.
conditions were a bit challenging, and hopefully they can improve on this and work on it. But that's the thing. I agree with you. You need to go in different conditions. You need to keep challenging yourself, and like you have to accept कि भाई अभी Australia is better than us, England is better than us, and we have to look to improve. There's no harm in if someone is better than you. It's fine, but accept that and try to work on it. अगर नहीं हो रहा तो फिर then you have to
I'm also
take a
worried like
loss.
if will we be able to play a 150 160 kind of like North Sea and Rabada if they come and they bowl, will our players be because abhi tak though it's not that challenging, those kind of bowlers are not there in abundance, but if it is South Africa or something you will have it.
And I don't know. Deep down inside, I still feel that India will make it to the semifinals of the World Cup. I
Yeah,
don't see them not making it.
maybe, but it again, will they change the? Will they not use the pitches that they use like this? Then maybe if they have pitches
नो
like
बट
this.
अभी तो यूर राइट खतरा तो है भाई अगर आप कि कोई भी टीम को उठा लो बांग्लादेश से लेके पाकिस्तान से लेके न्यूजीलैंड से लेके ऑस्ट्रेलिया साउथ अफ्रीका आपको प्रॉब्लम तो होने वाला है यू हैव टू टेक इट वन स्टेप एट अ टाइम नाउ मेंटली यू हैव टू बी स्ट्रांग एंड जो भी आपका टीम कॉम्बिनेशन आप देखो ये है कि आप इट्स वेरी इजी इन हाइंडसाइट सेइंग कि इसको खिलाना था उसको नहीं खिलाना था जो 11 खेल रहे हैं उन लोग केपेबल है ऐसा नहीं है
Hmm.
कि नहीं है these guys are
Hmm.
capable players नहीं तो नहीं तारीफ करते थे और ये फॉरेन जो प्लेयर्स होते they see Surya Kumar they say what a player they see Shreyas say what a player of spin they see like Siraj what an excellent bowler इन लोग नहीं करते तारीफ चुपके like they do it like in other broadcasts in Pakistan I like लोग तारीफ कर रहे थे of Indian players they won't do it just like that like
Hmm.
there is talent in this team so you have to believe in that but also at the same time there is weaknesses so you have to accept that कि भाई मेरे में है कमियां मेरे को कैसा improve करना है
Correct.
2023 ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप भी गया अब तो 24 टी20 वर्ल्ड कब का सोचो इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया अभी गया नहीं उम्मीद तो रखेंगे विल कीप बैकिंग द टीम हार गए तो हार गए क्या कर सकते हैं रो लेंगे ये पॉडकास्ट पे आके सब विल वेंट आउट ऑफ फ्रस्ट्रेशन इट्स अ स्पोर्ट इन द एंड ऑफ द डे यू विन यू लूज बट वी उम्मीद तो रहेंगी ऑलवेज वी हैव टू बिलीव
Back the
2019
Blues.
से नंबर 4 नहीं ले पाई क्या बिग बोर्ड क्या फायदा हम पे दो टीम है ओडीआई टी20 की गुड क्वेश्चन एनसीए नेशनल रील्स एकेडमी और भाई अय्यर तो बॉलिंग भी नहीं करता इसकी बैक में बार बार क्या हो रहा है ऐसा
ऑफलाइन बोलूंगा आपको अगर आप मिले तो.
टीम अलग कर दो टेस्ट की ओडीआई की इंग्लैंड के जैसा इंजरी कम होगी ये भी अच्छा पॉइंट है आपका Indian cricket doesn't look like a team. Something's amiss. On paper, it can be the most amazing set of individuals, but they're not even close to be an effective team. World Cup 2023. I'm not excited. I think one reason is also the you don't have medium pace all rounders. You don't have top order batsmen who are chipping in with overs. The flexibility is not there, so that's why they're not looking like a unit. The reason why we always used to like that Virendra Sehwag, Sachin in this area is because Yuvraj Singh used to bowl 10 overs. Virendra Sehwag could bowl 10 overs. Tendulkar could bowl 10 overs. That flexibility is not there in this team. Rohit Sharma, I do not see him bowling. Virat Kohli, I don't see him bowling. Shreyas Iyer, I don't see him bowling. Surya Kumar, I don't see him bowling. So that flexibility is not there. That's why maybe they're not looking like a unit. They're not looking like, if one guy has a bad day, someone can come as a backup and contribute. No, you're relying on those bowlers. You're relying only on those 5-6. Back in the day, maybe ये death overs तक आता नहीं था. Yuvraj could have come and picked up 4 wickets, and the game would have been done by now. We don't know. So like maybe that could be another reason. Is maybe another way to look at it. Smith ने बहुत जबरदस्त कप्तानी की. I agree. कड़वा सच है कि इंडियन प्लेयर की नेशनल ड्यूटी आईपीएल इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट को कम प्रेशर यार मगर देखो मेरे बात बोलो एक आप आईपीएल ठीक है मगर पाकिस्तान में भी पीएसएल चलता ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ठीक है उन लोग नहीं करते हैं बिग बैश मगर जब भी फ्री है वो भी उन लोग खेल लेते हैं इंग्लैंड में 100 खेल रहे हैं 100 कोई नहीं छोड़ता सब खेलते हैं 100 तो
Preference.
प्रेफरेंस ही देते 100 में सब खेलते बेस्टो से लेके बेन स्टोक्स पूरे खेल रहे थे सो like still you can why are you not performing even if you're giving IPL preference you should perform on the international level right
बात आई थिंक लाइक देखो आई वुड अंडरस्टैंड कि भाई आईपीएल खेलना है अगर अपन भी प्लेयर रहते तो भाई आई वुड वांट टू प्ले एज मच एज क्रिकेट आई कुड इफ आई एम लुकिंग एट अ प्लेयर्स पर्सपेक्टिव वो 1-2 महीने में जितनी हरियाली आ सकती है जितनी आमदनी आ सकती है जो आपका नाम बन सकता है आईपीएल में वो कोई और डोमेस्टिक लीग में नहीं बन सकता आप बीबीएल में आप एक सेंचुरी मारो भाई कोई मारा था आप देखते कोई नहीं देखते बट अगर आईपीएल में कोई सेंचुरी मारा, ब्रो ही हिट अ सेंचुरी, अरे भाई आईपीएल में मार दिया उन्हें उसको, एंड्रे रसेल का करियर आईपीएल बनाया, खुली बात.
No, I know, but
So
first,
I'm like, तो मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि एज अ प्लेयर यू नीड टू बी ऑनेस्ट. आप अपने आप से ऑनेस्ट रहना कि भाई मैं खेल सकता या नहीं खेल सकता, या इतने खेल सकता हूँ या नहीं. पैसों की भूख सबको है भाई, लेकिन अपना हेल्थ नहीं देखते. दैट इज द थिंग. लाइक रोहित शर्मा इज नॉट प्रॉब्लम, ही डिडंट नीड टू प्ले इट. दैट वाज नो रीजन. जो मुस्तफा पॉइंट आउट करता हमेशा कि द लास्ट सीजन मुंबई वाज 10th, he didn't need to play, went and got injured. So in those situations you just need to manage your workload.
I'll tell you why I don't look at it that way. I agree. Like, I mean, I understand like what you're trying to say, but the reason why I don't agree. Now, you tell me what was the best era of Indian cricket that you saw? Like, let's say
2000,
Tendulkar, Ganguly. What?
yeah, Tendulkar, Ganguly. In terms of what are you saying? Like best in
No,
terms
like
of like,
that you enjoyed. You think these are the best players for me, Indian players?
yeah, Tendulkar and these guys.
Well, you would say 2004, 5,
Four,
2003.
five. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't win anything. There was no IPL there. You still didn't win anything. Australia was
Hmm.
better than you, right? Where you did win, where you did see success was under Dhoni.
Dhoni.
That time
Yeah.
तो there was IPL. लगातार आईपीएल था वहां
Hmm.
पर. वो टाइम
Hmm.
पे तो आईपीएल मैचेस के बाद पार्टीज भी रहते थे.
Oh yeah,
After
baby.
every game there was parties. Dhoni
Cheerleaders
still
भी थे.
got you. Despite all that, Dhoni got you a 50 over World Cup. He got you a T20, not T20 World Cup. He got you, and he got you a championship. He
Antic
got you
Khan.
two trophies, right? So I'm not looking at it like that. I'm not even looking at IPL. I always used to say, "अरे IPL खेल रहे थक जा रहे ये वो," but now I look at it. सब खेल रहे भाई cricket.
Yeah.
ठीक है, आप अलग कर सकते हैं टीम्स को, वनडे T20, ये अच्छा सजेशन है, मे बी दैट्स व्हाट इंग्लैंड सक्सेस इज. बट सब खेलते हैं भाई क्रिकेट. अब ये एक्सक्यूज नहीं है. जब नहीं था आईपीएल, जब भी आप कोई ट्रॉफी नहीं उखाड़े, आपके पास द बेस्ट बैटर्स इन हिस्ट्री ऑफ क्रिकेट दैट वी टॉक अबाउट, तेंदुलकर, गंगूली, उनके साथ भी आप क्या, लाइक यू डिडंट कॉन्कर ऑल द माउंटेन्स, यू डिडंट विन एवरी सिंगल सीरीज, यू स्ट्रगल. ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाज स्टिल बेटर देन यू एट दैट टाइम, राइट और
Yeah,
रॉन्ग?
yeah. Right, right, 100%.
So like that's it. It's about trying to improve, trying to take it to the next step. I think Dhoni somehow did that, but now we're taking a bit of a U-turn and going back. And I just hope that we
Do you
get back
think
to it.
after Dhoni or like before, after Ganguly did, is it any kind of a leadership problem that we're facing? Is the
That it
leader
is
not?
part of it. It is
Yeah.
part of it. Lekin it's also the personnel. Also, it's also the injuries. Also, there's a lot to do it. But yes, the leadership is also a problem. I agree with that. With Ganguly, look, I felt that he changed India into a brand. Like he made them competitive overseas, because before that India weren't even competing. Then he
Hmm.
started getting them into semi-finals, finals. But we always talk about Tendulkar. The way we talk about Tendulkar, we expected him to win more, right? Like we expected Dravid, that team with Tendulkar, Dravid, Ganguly, expected them to win more, be more
Yeah,
dominant.
100%.
We did achieve a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, but we weren't dominating cricket. Australia was dominating cricket. Right now, India should be dominating. You have the power horse, you have the IPL, you have a lot of players. You can make three teams, we always say, but you're not
Hmm.
dominating world cricket. It's sometimes England, sometimes Australia, sometimes New Zealand. You're not showing that consistency that we
Not
want to
moving
see.
with the times.
Yeah, so it's
But
just I'm
now,
looking at
like
it.
you said, maybe it is a process that they've started, and we just need to understand that maybe Hardik Pandya has taken his different team, and he is playing his team, and he is winning certain games. We do see certain changes, in like we're playing on different pitches even at home conditions. So maybe you could say this is the beginning of that era, maybe, hopefully. But today was very bad. Just one pick out, like one shout out to Kuldeep Yadav's ball against Alex Carey, man. That was a
Ooh, what a ball,
phenomenal
son.
ball. भाई वो तो एक अलग लेवल का जो उसको उसको वेब में डाल दिया.
Yeah, no, 100% Fez. I'm just going to run through the comments very quickly, and then we
Yeah.
can wrap up. IPL को India players ज़्यादा preference दे रहे हैं, national duty IPL खेलना. Desperately need Bumrah back. I agree with that.
Bumrah also needs his back desperately. He doesn't have his back.
For Surya, my opinion is कि decide करो लो कि इसे वर्ल्ड कप खिलाना है, फिर 2 सारे मैचेस चाहिए, 0 मारे या 100, या फिर ड्रॉप कर दो अभी तक के बच्चे, मैच मिले किसी अगले को. आई थिंक मसला ये हो रहा है कि उसका लाइक जो उसके रिप्लेसमेंट है उन लोग भी इंजर्ड है, तो ये भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है सूर्या के साथ. आई थिंक रोहित शर्मा को ये दिक्कत हो रहा है. ऑस्ट्रेलिया 5 बॉलर्स से खेल रहे हैं, था एक पे तो अटैक करते हैं, ऑस्ट्रेलिया प्लान बी पे तो ले आते हैं 100%. बट आई स्टिल
That's
फील
damn
लाइक यू
smart.
वर अटैकिंग एट टाइम्स एंड एवरीथिंग, बट आप विकेट्स दे दे रहे थे, गिफ्ट भी कर दे रहे थे उन लोग भी अच्छा बॉलिंग भी करे. सो इट वाज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ. चेन्नई पीपल आर happy as 0 team 1. We already saw the CSK jerseys. India के player regularly match खेल कर फ्रेश नहीं रहते, पाकिस्तान प्लेयर फ्रेश रहते हैं। आप ऐसा समझ रहे हैं, मगर पाकिस्तान प्लेयर सारे खेलते हैं भाई, बिग बैश खेलते हैं। जब उन लोग पाकिस्तान के लिए नहीं खेल रहे, उन लोग बांग्लादेश का प्रीमियर लीग खेलते हैं, बिग बैश भी खेलते हैं। उन लोग क्या बोलते हैं, साउथ अफ्रीका T20 भी खेल लेते, ये खेल लेते। दे आर ऑलवेज प्लेइंग क्रिकेट, दे आर ऑलवेज प्लेइंग। आप देख लो, आप बाबर परसों इन लोग खेल रहे थे PSL, अब जाके मैच है, मे बी दे
न्यूजीलैंड
रेस्टिंग नाउ फॉर द
न्यूजीलैंड
नेक्स्ट
के
सीरीज, मगर
अगेंस्ट
है मैच है पाकिस्तान का।
अप्रैल में है,
इंडिया,
अप्रैल में है
yeah, and
न्यूजीलैंड के
also,
साथ।
bro, there's been a lot of series we've seen Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma take rest. उसमें भी problem रहता, आप कहीं को नहीं खेल रहे। I've seen media houses say in September, why did Virat Kohli miss that one day the West Indies T20 series when he's not in form? He should get form before going to the Asia Cup. So it's, bro, everybody is in this boat about too much cricket. I'm not going to take it as an excuse anymore. और मत खेलियो, स्मिथ को IPL गुस्सा निकल गया। Zampa is fraud भाई, उसका बॉल टर्न ही नहीं होता ब्रो, ही इज एन एक्सीलेंट बॉलर ब्रो। उसका वेरिएशन देखो, मैं उसको लाइव देखा फैज, उसके वैरायटी ऑफ स्पीड, समटाइम्स लाइक इवन इफ ही डजंट टर्न इट, ही विल बीट यू इन फ्लाइट, समटाइम्स ही विल बीट यू विद द क्विकर वन, द वे ही पिचेस इट, ही विल मेक यू रीच फॉर द बॉल, he uses the angles, the depth of the crease, bro. This guy is artist, man, and spin bowling, he's really
भाई
good, bro.
अगर भाई जैम्पा अगर फ्रॉड भी है तो 4 बड़े फ्रॉड करके गया, उसके विकेट्स फॉर बड़े
For
लोगों के थे।
first time in 10 years, I've given up on our chances in World Cup even before it starts. Rohit, Kohli, Rahul, etc. seem unmotivated and past the prime. I'll tell you something. We're always confident going into the World Cup. We always dominate in the World Cup, then we lose in the knockouts. Maybe it's something different this time. So always stay positive, always back your team, and always hope for the best. That's what I would say. It's a no-brainer. Smith should lead them in World Cup. हमारे player,
इट्स पैड इस टीम बोल दिया मैंने।
हमारे प्लेयर खेल खेल के मेंटालिटी बोर हो चुका है, बस फिजिकल अपना दे रहे हैं। सूर्या का कॉन्फिडेंस एकदम खत्म हो गया है। आई एग्री गज्जू भाई। इंग्लैंड प्लेयर्स सारे लीग खेलते हैं, T20 पे में ऐसा भी खेलते हैं अपनी टीम के लिए। या बिल्कुल सही, बिल्कुल मैं यही तो बोल रहा था, लाइक आई एग्री विद दैट। फैज, we saw what Star Sports did. They immediately turned to IPL. We won't do that right now, but tomorrow we got IPL coverage for you guys. We got a lot of squad previews. We got analysis. We got a lot of things lined up, hopefully. And we will start with tomorrow. We'll go team by team. कल एक टीम करेंगे, उसके बाद जाते रहेंगे। सो हमारे साथ जुड़िए, मे बी सिमिलर टाइम 11 PM IST अराउंड दैट टाइम।
मैच खत्म होती किधर आ जाने का है बस उतना ही।
यस सर। तो
मैच से पहले भी एक्चुअली, जब मैच से थोड़े पहले भी प्रीव्यू करेंगे,
तो वो भी करेंगे, फिर WPL भी बात करेंगे, सब डिस्कस करेंगे। बट वी विल स्टार्ट विद वी विल हैव सेगमेंट्स फॉर IPL। सो या लाइक वी आर hypocrites bro, we always blame IPL, but now it's about the IPL for us also. It's all about the orange
भाई आईपीएल में सब बिजनेस करते तो हम भी करेंगे।
So do catch us then. Faiz, any final thoughts from you?
थॉट्स यही है कि back your team, yes, but just don't forget this, and don't forget like
that we have to
improve, and the players, just remember the players, कौन क्या करे ये सीरीज में और आगे जाके कौन क्या करेगा। That's all I'm going to say.
100%. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for joining us. We will catch you tomorrow. We will do the IPL preview. We'll also discuss WPL and all that. We'll do one team each. And now, yeah, it's all eyes on the IPL. From India's point of view, we will resume the talk right after the IPL and we'll talk about it. And yeah, enjoy the Carnival. IPL is going to be fun, whether we like it or not. It's going to be fun. There's going to be action. There'll be times where it'll be boring, but there'll be times where we'll be like, what the hell is happening? There will be super overs, hopefully. There will be crazy sixes. There will be wickets, catches. So we'll all be glued to that. So let's get ready for the carnival. Let's flip our moods, change our moods, and we will catch you tomorrow. Thank you, Faz. Thank you, everybody in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will catch you tomorrow. Have a good night.